Hello, my name is Matthew Miller. I'm the pastor of Calvary Baptist Church in Misawa, Japan. And I recently started a blog called Confessions of a Charismatic. And the reason I started this blog is that I would like to stimulate thoughts and conversation concerning charismatic issues. I grew up charismatic in a non-denominational church in Phoenix, Arizona. And now I pastor a Baptist church in Misawa, Japan. So after high school, um, I had quite a spiritual journey away from the charismatic movement and into a more reformed and Baptist persuasion of Scripture and the Christian faith. And not that I am a cessationist, not that I am against the charismatic gifts necessarily, but I just observed a lot of abuses, I think I would say, within the charismatic movement. And the reason I'm starting this blog is to stimulate conversation about those things, to get us thinking about, for people outside the charismatic movement, to kind of get an insider's look at, what's going on. And I know the charismatic movement is a broad movement, so I'm not defining every single thing that's going on in every single church that claims to be charismatic, but to get a look at some of the things that are going on in the charismatic movement. And the second reason is to really get people who are inside the charismatic movement to think about these things, to think about, is there really new revelation? If so, what does that mean for the revelation of Scripture? Is the canon still open? Things like that. Things like that you hear so often in catchphrases that you hear so often in the charismatic movement. And if we really look at what that means, or the ramifications of if that is really true, what does that mean for theology, for who God is, for how we worship Him? So, that's really the purpose behind this blog, is to get people thinking and talking about these issues. So I eventually want to cover a wide range of things that I grew up believing, and things that were very common in the church I grew up in. And does the Bible really teach that? So that's the main gist of the blog, and you can find it at confessionsofacharismatic.wordpress.com, and I'll have a link or something like that in this video post, whatever this thing is. So I invite you to come check it out, leave your comments, and talk with me about these things. All right? Thank you.